You know, it's no great secret. I do love me some audiobooks. Hey everyone, welcome back to Andrew's Wizardly Reads, and as always guys, I'm Andrew. Today I got another video for you, but before we get into that video, make sure you're liking and subscribing, hitting that bell notification so you can get regular updates for when I put out new content. Post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And guys, this is going to be a kind of follow-up to my initial audiobook recommendations video. I will go ahead and link it up into the cards. Fair warning guys, this is like one of my first videos I put out. If you do watch it, it's garbage. I'm more than willing to let you watch it, though. I haven't taken it down. I was just rewatching it before filming, and I was just like, ooh, oh! But I still stand by all the recommendations that I made in that video. And so if you can look past the awful lighting, the awful setup, and me just being kind of awkward in front of the camera, I still stand by that initial recommendations video. It has been 6 months since I put out my last recommendation for audiobooks. And I listen to a lot of audiobooks, and so it's time for a little bit of an update with some more recommendations. I got a list of 10 here. I will be recommending not only the narrator, but also these books in general, just because they are books that I enjoyed. And I felt that these narrators and the performance that they gave just really elevated my experience. So the first one is one I just finished listening to. That's going to be Stephen King's It. Now, if you know It, it's a very intense book. Be prepared if you are going to listen or read it. It covers very strong themes. It is very adult. But that said, Steven Weber puts out an amazing performance. His Pennywise is just so good. The way he does the voices for the kids and the bullies and the adults. And just all of these, he puts so much... Steven Weber is an actor. So, the fact that he narrated this audiobook, he brings that kind of performance and gravitas that he could do on an on-screen performance and really delivers a great vocal experience. Steven Weber killed this audiobook. I never once, even if, I was struggling through a particularly, intense part of the book, Steven Weber's performance just pulled me through. Guys, it is an absolute delight. So that is going to take the number 1 spot. Number 2, this is no surprise to anybody. I have been talking about this series on the channel for months. I've done book reviews so far for the first 7. That's going to be Cradle by Will White, and specifically narrated by Travis Baldree. Guys, Travis is, the way he does the characters of Orthos, Dross, Yaren, Ethan, Lyndon, just all of these characters, he brings them to life and injects so much personality and humor into these books that, it is an absolute delight. Literally, after I'm done, actually, I just finished Cradle, book 10, so I want to look in to see if Travis has narrated anything else, because I've enjoyed his performance that much. It is, chef's kiss, so good. Treat yourself. If you've already read Cradle physically, go ahead back and get the audiobooks. It's totally worth it. Number 3 is more of a narrator / series. So this is what I'm currently listening to, and it's just, his voice is so beautiful. That's going to be Simon Vance. The book that I'm listening to right now that he is narrating is Imagica by Clive Barker. Which, I don't know if you've ever read a Clive Barker book, but, it's very, very detailed-oriented. If you're not paying attention, missing a single sentence can confuse you for an entire chapter and kind of derail you. So, the fact that Simon Vance just makes you want to pay attention. Simon Vance also narrates The Iconoclast by Mike Schell. Oh, very good books. I am currently on my second reread this year of The Iconoclast. And I am listening to Mike Schell's performance in these books. Fantastic. Simon Vance can narrate pretty much anything, and I'll listen to it. So I'm going to go ahead and recommend Imagica and Iconoclast on audio for Simon Vance. All right, coming in at our number 4 spot is going to be Kirby Hayborn. If you watched my initial video, I recommended a lot of Drew Hayes books. And again, making a return is more Drew Hayes. This is Fred the Vampire Accountant. Guys, Kirby Hayborn, he just delivers a quality experience. I don't know what it is about Drew Hayes, but he picks fantastic narrators. Like, I don't know if his books are just so good that people clamor to narrate his books, but I mean, just from everybody who I've ever listened to narrate a Drew Hayes book, like, I've read all of Drew Hayes and I've listened to most of Drew Hayes. Like, I just started re-listening, or rereading, I should say. Well, listening to Fred the Vampire Accountant. I've read the entire series twice, and now I'm making my way through the audiobooks. Guys, I'm having a fantastic time. Kirby Hayborn does a great job here, and when he voices Gideon, his voice just drops, and it's just like, oh my god, how do you do that? Like, it's so good, guys. It's so good. All right, then we've got Senlin Ascends in the number 5 spot, or the Books of Babel as a whole, and this is narrated by John Banks. John Banks, just the way he delivers, just from Byron to Senlin to Edith to just Valletta, Adam, all of these voices that he does for the characters, he just brings that entire world to life for me. I love it. I love Senlin Ascends. I love listening to John Banks deliver this story to me. If you haven't liked Senlin Ascends, like, maybe give the audiobooks a try. John Banks does a great job, guys. Like, I 10 out of 10 recommend this series to pretty much everybody. Like, I know a lot of people who haven't enjoyed it, but I still recommend it to everybody because there is just so much. This series changes so much. Like, you go from a single POV to multi-POV to multi-timeline. Like, it's just so good, and it's so creative. I love Senlin Ascends. Then we've got a personal favorite of mine. That's going to be the City Watch collection in Discworld. Now, this one is kind of hard because just due to rights issues, some of the books are available in the US, some of them are not on audio. And that's going to be Stephen Briggs. And Stephen Briggs just brings so much life to City Watch. I mean, from his Nobby, his Colin, his Samuel Vimes, his Patrician. I love just how fun and, like, because, like, the City Watch books has, like, you know, they do slang and dialects, and he makes it come alive. His Disorganizer and bingly beep. I love when he does those. I can't talk enough about Stephen Briggs on the City Watch books. Like, I wish all of them were available here in the United States where I'm at. Like, I think Fifth Elephant, I know I could not get here in the US. Like, it was a struggle to get that one, so I just ended up reading the physical copy, which, I mean, it's City Watch, so fantastic anyway. They're really quick reads, but Stephen Briggs, like, oh, just bing, bing, beep. I love it. Oh, You know, you guys know I love me some Discworld. All right, coming in at number 7, we have got the Ember Blade. This is by Chris Wooding. It's always right here. I don't know why I'm touching that book specifically. Simon Bubb. I believe that is how you pronounce this gentleman's name. I really loved everything about the Ember Blade and the experience that I got from that book. And I felt that the audio added a little something extra for me. It was just a really good performance. And like Cade and Aaron and just the entire gang, Grub. I loved all of these voices, especially Grub. He brought something special to the character of Grub, who was already awesome, and elevated him further. So I won't say a whole lot about the Ember Blade because I am trying to get everybody to read it. But guys, pick this one up. I mean, yeah, it comes in at number 7, but I need to clarify, like, this ranking, this is not a tiered ranking. Like, all of these books are fantastic. And coming in at number 8, we have got The Expanse by James S.A. Corey. This is, of course, the dual author of Daniel Abraham and Ty Frank. And guys, like, the audiobook is done by Jefferson Mays. And the way he delivers some of those hard-hitting scenes, like, there is just moments of darkness that I really, really enjoy in the way he delivers it to me. However, I have had criticisms on The Expanse as a whole, not because of the narrator, but because when you listen to the audiobook, some of the weaknesses become more prevalent, especially dialogue weaknesses. However, as the series goes on, those weaknesses disappear. The way he does his Miller, his Holden, his Naomi, his Ames, the engineer character. All of those voices are very, very distinctive and very well done. And I like Holden is dumb in these books. Like, it's just, you'll figure this out very, very quickly. Holden's dumb, and when Jefferson Mays is doing it, like, he's like, yeah, like, Holden's a Boy Scout, and he's kind of like that lawful dumb. If you play TNT, you know what I'm talking about. Like, there's lawful stupid. And so, like, he just... Anyway, he does Holden very, very well, and I really, really enjoy that performance. Just be aware that there are some dialogue weaknesses so that you can kind of be prepared for them, and those do kind of come through a little stronger on the audiobook. Coming in at number 9 is going to be Guns of the Dawn, and this is by Adrian Tchaikovsky, narrated by Emma Newman. Emma Newman delivers such a fantastic performance here. The Marshwicks all come alive. From Alice, Mary, to Emily. All very distinctive. My favorite voice that she does is, of course, going to be Brocky, who is the quartermaster, and just the way that Brocky is portrayed in this audiobook and book, he is just very, very selfish individual, but like he has these moments that really, really shine through. And Brocky, honestly, is one of my favorite characters, and I think Emma Newman does a fantastic job doing him justice. Of course, Emily is the star of the show, and he gives her a very, very solid outing as well. For that reason, I just love this book. Number 10, to wrap it all up, is going to be Tawnyman. This is the third trilogy in Realm of the Elderlings. And the thing with Realm of the Elderlings is, unfortunately, each trilogy has a different narrator. So, Tawnyman is the only one I've listened to on audio. And this is narrated by James Langton. And the way he does Fitz and Night Eyes and all of the characters, like his Shade, his Fool, Catrican, Dutiful, all of these characters are very... They came alive for me as I was listening to these audios. And I'm kind of sad that, like, he didn't do the Farseer trilogy, because I was like, hey, if he did that, I'd be more than willing to go back and listen to them. I've heard very mixed things on the Farseer trilogy's audios. I will attest to the quality that is in Tawnyman, because James Langton just does such a great job. Like, you could just feel all of the emotion that Fitz is going through within these books just from James's performance. And for that reason, guys, like, I cannot recommend, once you get to this trilogy in the Realm of the Elderlings, audio is a very, very, very solid choice. That said, guys, that is the end of the video. Let me know in the comments section down below if you've listened to some of these. Do you have other series that these narrators have narrated that you would recommend to me? Or do you have any other series that you would recommend via audio that I listen to? Please let me know in the comments down below. Or if you want to talk on a more regular basis, check the description for the link to the Wizardly Duo Discord. We would love to have you there. Or if you want to support the channel on a more regular basis, you can go ahead and subscribe to the Patreon. Your support is always appreciated. That said, guys, peace out. Stay magical. Bye. And as always, I want to give a huge thank you to my patrons.